Okay, ready?
Hang on. Hang on.
Well, hello everyone, and
Wait,
welcome
Bob. Wait,
tonight.
Bob. Wait, Bob. Wait.
Oh,
Wait, please. Okay, go, Bob.
okay. Well, welcome everyone to tonight's installment of the Root Cellar at Home, Calliope's online series aimed at once a month bringing great musicians right into your home. Tonight, we're very pleased to present the Beverley Street String Band. And listen to this. This is a great opportunity. Be sure to stay tuned for a Q&A at the end. It's a great opportunity to interact directly with these three talented artists. First, some housekeeping, if you will. In keeping with our mission, Calliope aims to support local and national artists as best we can. So 75% of your tip for tonight's performance goes directly to the artist and associated fees. If you haven't already done so, please consider going to paypal.me/Calliope House to tip the artists. The suggested amount is $15, but give what you can, folks. It's a great opportunity to reward these wonderful artists. I'm also pleased to announce that the next concert in this series will be Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award winner and folk icon Tom Paxton. And he'll be joined by the Grammy-winning singer-songwriter duo, the Don Juans. We'll be presenting them on Friday, April 2nd, and you can have more information about this and other Calliope-related activities just by visiting our website. So listen, what a treat we have tonight. This stellar trio of master traditional musicians features Janie Rothfield, a powerhouse American fiddler, clawhammer, banjo, and guitar player, Bill Wellington's driving clawhammer banjo, and Scottish singer Alan Carr's inventive guitar, as well as, let's face it, fantastic singing by each and harmony by each member of the band. And if you've participated in any of today's workshops, you know they're also skilled educators. So we are absolutely thrilled to have them perform for us tonight. So please, a warm Calliope Root Cellar at Home welcome for the Beverley Street String Band.
Thank you so much, Bob. That was lovely. Yeah, we had a great day. We started at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and now we're
still ticking,
topping off the night with a concert of old time and Celtic music. We're going to start off with a couple of our favorite tunes that we learned last year. Merryweather from Kentucky and Porter's Reel, which is from East Texas.
Good job.
Thank you. Played
Yes,
to
thank you.
a live audience. Thank you all for being here on our in our Zoom audience. Thanks, Bob, and for helping us make a little dream come true. Been thinking about doing this for months, talking about trying to use the technology, and it was mostly pretty good. We're gonna follow up with a Charlie Poole song. Now we met Bill at festivals over a few times over the last numbers of years, and then when Al and I landed here for the pandemic at our house in Stanton, we kind of connected and started jamming a little bit, and then in September we had a little gig and asked Bill to join us, and we found that we just had some good rapport and a good repertoire, especially all these wonderful Charlie Poole songs. And Bill's
And a
been-
great shirt, Bill.
yeah.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Walmart special.
Yep. And everybody needs to mute themselves, please. We're gonna. That's the way that works. Pretty. There we go. Yep. And so, why don't you kick it off there? One Tuesday morning.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Well, one Tuesday morning when it looked like rain, around the curve come a passenger train. Riding the blind was old Bill Jones, good old hobo, and he's trying to get home, just trying to get home,
Trying to get home.
just trying to get home.
Trying to get home.
He's a good old hobo, and he's trying to get home. Play it one time. Well, I went down to Georgia on a tramp. The roads are getting muddy and the leaves are getting damp. Well, they gotta get a freight train and get out of town, 'cause they don't want no hobos hanging around. They're just hanging around,
Hanging around.
just hanging around.
Hanging around.
Well, they don't want no hobos just hanging around. I'll do the next verse too. Well, I went down to Georgia. Well, I left Atlanta on the breaking day. Great man said, well, you got to pay. I got no money, so I put my shoes. Gotta go west, I got the Milwaukee blues. Got the Milwaukee blues.
Got the Milwaukee Blues.
Got the Milwaukee blues.
Got the Milwaukee Blues.
Well, I gotta go west, I got the Milwaukee. Now play it. Well, old Bill Jones said before he died, fix the road so the boys can ride. When they ride the rods. Put all the trust in the hands of God. In the hands of God.
In the hands of God.
In the hands of God.
In the hands of God.
Well, they put all the trust in the hands of God. And old Bill said just before he died, there's 2 more roads that I'd like to ride. Fireman said, what can they be? Southern Pacific and the Santa Fe. Yeah, the Santa Fe.
And the Santa Fe.
And the Santa Fe.
And the Santa Fe.
And the Southern Pacific and the Santa Fe. Got the Milwaukee Blues.
Got the Milwaukee Blues.
Got the Milwaukee Blues.
Got the Milwaukee Blues.
Well, gotta go west, I got the Milwaukee Blues.
All
Old Charlie
right.
Poole.
Nice.
Hobo songs. What's a good folk concert without a few hobo songs?
Exactly, exactly. Well, this is a song I know my mom learned this from when she was with her friend Zoe many, many, many years ago, hanging out at the Seekers. It's a song I've been singing for a long time called Free Little Bird, and you guys can sing along. There's a nice repeating line chorus.
Yeah.
Sing it out loud, sing it proud.
So it's a beautiful
Right?
little
It's
song.
in the key of D. Here we go.
Yeah.
no honey from a bee. Gonna steal me a kiss from my sweet lover's lips and fly away across the sea. I'm as free little bird as I can be. I'm as free little bird as I can be. Gonna build my nest in a weeping willow tree where the bad boys cannot bother me. I'm as free little bird as I can be. I'm as free little bird as I can be. Gonna build my nest in a weeping willow tree where the bad boys cannot bother me. All right,
That's
free
the
little
bird.
bird.
Those bad boys.
Those bad boys.
So thanks so much, everybody. We got
Yeah.
Bill Wellington here. He's been on the banjo. He's going to be getting the mandolin out. And I'm Janie Rawfield. This is Alan Carr. He's from Aberdeen, Scotland originally. Still has, he likes to say that English is his second language. And we're going to go and do some Celtic music for you now. And Alan's going to tell a little bit about this. Sally Garden. Oh, yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Studies have shown people like it better in tune. So
We tune because we care.
we're working on that. Yeah.
To me, as you care.
Tune because you care. If you don't care, then we don't care.
Yeah, if you don't care, then what are you here for?
Yeah, exactly. This is a well-known song in
Move
Scotland.
up just a little bit. Closer to the mic.
Up where?
Just a little forward. There we go.
Yeah, it's one of these songs you're taught at gunpoint by your music teacher in primary school,
In Scotland.
and it's always it's always taught in strict tempo, so it's kind of a rumty-tum. And I was hired to play it at an affair and was getting paid quite a lot of bucks, and the guy insisted that I play this song, and I was like, oh, okay, so I changed the time signature a wee bit, and it just made the whole thing come alive. So I hope you like this. It's kind of James Taylor meets Scottish traditional song, whatever. And we play it with.
It's called
It's called Mary's Wedding. It's
Simply Gaelic.
Mary, Mairi, Mary,
Marty.
Mary, and it's about a wedding. And in the tradition, in the islands on the west coast, and actually even up in Shetland Isles, the bride is marched from her old home to her new home by the entire contents of the village. Now in Shetland, they combine strong alcohol with firing shotguns at the front of the procession in order to scare off the evil spirits. But
and everybody else.
but whiskey and guns it's never a good thing. But I guess they scare everybody off.
Okay, just beware. This is.
Well, you told me to come a wee bit
I know,
forward.
but I'm just
so.
saying. I'm gonna get a little closer.
So
to
and
that.
then after, so we play that, and then we play a tune called
Sally Gardens.
Sally
Sally
Gardens.
Gardens.
Yeah, we're going to a tune at the end.
An Irish
So
tune.
sing along at home. It's step we gaily, on we go, heel for heel and toe for toe, arm in arm and row on row, all for Mary's wedding. Yeah.
Three, and.
Step we gaily on we go, heel for heel, toe for toe, arm in arm and row and row, all for Mary's wedding. Cheeks as bright as Rowan's are, brighter than any star. Fairest of them all by far, that's my darling. Oh, step me gaily on we go, hill for hill, toe for toe. Go and roll on for my friend. Cheeks as bright as Rowan's are, fairer than any star. Fairest of them all, by far, that's my darling. Oh, step me gaily on we go, hill for hill, and toe for toe. Heart and heart, go and roll on for miles ahead. On for miles ahead.
Woo! All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, we all that was fast, but we all ended at the same time.
There you go.
That's
Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
That was great.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Oh, now we get the fun.
So every kid was taught Mary's wedding, yeah?
Yeah, except that we were taught, oh, step we gaily on we go, heel for heel and toe for toe, arm in arm and row, all for sing, car, the back of the class, sing, sing.
You still remember that? You get a little
Oh,
damage.
Yeah.
No, actually,
Sing car, you at the back of the class.
Yeah, you,
No, I'm
you'll
fine.
never be a musician.
that's right. You'll never amount to nothing.
All right.
Okay, so we're
Yeah,
gonna-
they told Robert Burns was told that he had no musical ability at all, but he could write a decent
you did all right.
poem or two.
So we're going to continue in the Celtic vein and do a couple of Irish jigs.
Oh, a minute.
I think so. Isn't that what we
Yeah,
did? Sean
Idlewild.
Ryan's
Oops,
and-
I thought I missed that one. I retuned.
Okay,
That's
well,
okay.
good thing I caught you. I hit you off at the pass.
That would have been really fun.
Yeah, we haven't left the land of Erin yet. We're going to do Sean Ryan's jig, a tune I learned from playing a Kevin Burke, and a tune called Idlewild Jig, which is actually in the contra dance world pretty well known. So these two are great Irish jigs that fit really nice together.
All right.
Ready?
Hang on. Okay.
Take go.
Jane, Jane,
Yes.
I'm so sorry to speak to you in the middle of the concert, but Facebook just quit.
Oh, for that,
Okay.
all Facebook is down. The whole thing.
No, just your screen went black. So
Oh,
maybe you
That's
could,
rude.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I don't know why, but that's okay. We'll just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do
Okay,
I don't know what else to do. It says we're live, but let's see.
does it?
Looks fine here on Facebook.
Okay,
Okay.
No, we're streaming.
okay.
Okay, thank you. There's Donna from Calliope. Thank you so much, Donna. There's live people who work and do things with the Calliope organization in Pittsburgh, and they have all sorts of classes and online shows and lots of stuff going on. You can go to calliope.org to see what's coming up. Tom Paxton and all sorts of wonderful things. Let's see. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. Now I get to retune. Now I'm getting retuned.
So that was Sean Ryan's and Idlewild with a little free jazz piece right in the middle.
Yeah, we had a.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, actually, the good part is that I lost where I was, but I was transformed, and just watching people watch us play
Yeah.
live, just sort of, I forgot that we were actually had an arrangement.
Yeah, that's all right. We did fine.
That's fine. Al, you
Never
want to tell us a little
surrender.
bit about this next one?
Yeah, Chili Wins. Chili Wins. I actually don't know much about this tune. This is from
Tommy
the
Gerald
Tommy
was
Gerald.
sort of a source.
Yeah,
Round Peak, part of
yeah.
North Carolina, Virginia border, the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Except I don't play the guitar like it would have been played originally. I heard it more like a sort of rock and roll thing. So we hope you like it. It's an homage to rock and roll meets old
A
time.
little bit of a bluesy tune
A
too.
little bit, yeah, it's a little bluesy, so that kind of pushed me into another direction. So. And yeah,
I'm
going
still
where
not
the
in
weather
tune.
suits my clothes.
Sorry. It's better if I'm in tune. All right, so we're gonna do a little chilly winds. Ready to get down there, Bill? Okay.
Yeah. that one.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. Oh, Alan, we're going to do it the colors.
Yeah.
This is a golden oldie. Some of you may recognize this. It was Donovan had this as a hit.
Back in the 70s. And
60s maybe.
60s, yeah,
Maybe.
60s, there we go.
60s.
Where did we play this again? A, yeah, so keep up. It's right. Yeah, I was we had a band a few years ago called Red Hand, and we did a version of this, and at a concert, and during the break, I went to the men's room, and this young man came up beside me, and he said, "Hey, that was a great song, that Color song. Did you write that?" And I said, "Oh, I wish." I said, "No, that's a Donovan song." And he looked at me blankly. I said, well, it was a big hit in the 60s. And he looked at me and I thought, oh, he wasn't alive in the 60s.
Well, the 70s or the 80s,
Or
or maybe
he's probably,
even the 90s.
yeah, maybe the late 80s. I don't know.
Yeah.
He was probably 23 or something. So I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, get lost, kid. I got shoes older than you. No, I didn't do that.
You probably do, being from Aberdeen.
Anyway, this is an old Donovan song. He's still around. He's a good
Yeah,
songwriter.
Let's see.
Sing along, folks. You might remember
Yeah,
this
sing
one.
along.
It was a hit.
Start?
Yeah. Yellow is the color of my true love's hair.
In the morning, when we rise. In the morning, when we rise. All
Oldie
right.
but a goodie.
Good old folk song there.
That's
All
a real
right.
folk song.
Nice job
Yes,
there, Alan. Let's see. I need to use Bill's fiddle.
Okay, we're gonna.
What are we doing?
We're gonna do a song
Irish flu. All right.
that Bill
All right.
put together.
Okay.
If you can hand me your fiddle,
You got a bow.
I'll use my bow.
Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you the story behind this song. See, back a few years ago, before we had the current pandemic or whatever, there were other versions of the flu going around, and it seemed that they were named after a region on the earth. And you had the Spanish flu, and you had the Asian flu. So I thought, well, what would happen if you had the Irish flu? So we made up a little song, or I made up a little song. It's called The Awful Irish Flu. Some of you, I think, have actually heard this song before.
It's got a good chorus. Why don't you review that?
Oh
little
yes, we
chorus?
have a chorus that goes, I eat soda bread for breakfast. I heat my house with peat. I shout out top of the morning to everyone I meet. I'll sing you a song, I'll dance you a jig, recite a poem or two. A terrible thing it is to have the awful Irish flu.
Oh, I be potato come Sunday.
Here we go. Well, my name is Dr. O'Brien, and I'm not from Ireland. And the wearing of green on St. Paddy's Day I never could understand. But then one day I got a kiss from a girl named Katie McGrew, and I became the victim of the awful Irish flu. Now I eat soda bread for breakfast. I heat my house with peat. I shout out top of the morning to everyone I meet. I'll sing you a song, a dance you a jig, recite a poem or two. A terrible thing it is to have the awful Irish flu. Although it's rarely fatal, the side effects are strange, and all my friends have told me that they've noticed quite a change. But whether it's good or bad, they don't know what to think. And while they're all deciding, I'll just have another drink. Well, I eat soda bread for breakfast. I heat my house with peat. I shout out top of the morning to everyone I meet. I'll sing you a song, I'll dance you a jig, recite a poem or two. A terrible thing it is to have the awful Irish flu. Well, I used to work on Wall Street, where I had a lot of clout, but I gave it a lot to spend my days drinking Guinness stout. I used to give money to the church to absolve me of my sin, but I took the money out of the plate and bought an accordion. Well, I eat soda bread for breakfast. I heat my house with peat. I shout out top of the morning to everyone I meet. I'll sing you a song, I'll dance you a jig, recite a poem or two. A terrible thing it is to have the awful Irish flu. Well, one day as I was playing a favorite Irish tune, a lad came up and asked me how he could get immune. It's such a silly question, you don't even have to ask. Cause if you don't want the blinking flu, then wear your blinking mask. Well, I get soda bread for breakfast. I heat my house with peat. I shout out top of the morning to everyone I meet. I'll sing you a song, recite a poem or two. A terrible thing it is to have the awful Irish flu. See,
My
it
mom
is.
like that.
Yeah, Mom was liking that.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Glad you liked it.
Okay, let's
Oh,
see.
good job, Bill.
Here you go.
Okay, I got my fiddle.
Good job,
back.
everybody.
My reward.
Oh, we're gonna get Alan to sing a song now.
Where's me stuffed bazooki?
I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know.
Well, seriously, where's
We gotta.
I don't
sorry,
know.
bazooki.
It was my
Just
turn
walk-
to-
I walked
What am I
right by.
playing on this one?
Uh,
Oh, the Mando.
the
right?
Mando, I think.
Oh yeah. What is
Yeah.
this one?
The Bernie Boozled.
Oh, this is beautiful. I love this too.
Okay.
Strathspey.
I had to stuff my bazooki. I don't know if you can see that. Because Jan said, it's way too loud. It'll pick up on the wee microphone. So I stuffed it with rags.
Can you guys hear Alan singing okay over everything? Yeah? Okay, good.
So this is in very broad Scots. So if I forget the word, it's all right, because I'll just make Scottish noises till we get to the end. So, but it's about a fella proposing to a young woman,
What
and
an
he's saying, if you get married, let's get married at the Kirk o' Bernie Boozle.
Not Barney Boozle.
And Barney Boozle is actually in Aberdeen. I used to go out with this lassie that lived right by the 23 bus terminus in Barney Boozle. And the last bus was be 11:30 on a Saturday night. And if you missed that, I had to walk about 8 miles home. So I would always have to make a run for the bus. But
I think you did that a lot.
happy days.
I
Yeah.
think you're running for the bus a lot, Alan.
I was running for the bus, yeah. Anyway, that has nothing to do with the song at all. But yeah, it's he tells her all the wonderful things that he's going to do for her, and including he's going to pull limpets from the rock to feed her, which is who could resist?
Did you know that?
You know?
I can't understand the word.
Limpets, what's
Yeah,
a
it's
limpet?
it's in pretty broad Scots. So
That's
actually,
awesome.
I'm gonna put it up here. This is a new.
Oh, no. Oh,
Oh, wheat. How'd you reach? I'm gonna put it right there because that way I can,
it's gonna go
see
flying,
it.
but
Okay.
that's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and this is a tune Alan made up to go with the song. It's an original Alan tune. And then we thought, well, let's try and see if we can connect with our Appalachian roots here. And we decided that this wonderful old tune called Bull the Wagon would go quite nicely with it. So we're gonna do a
Yeah.
mashup of those two.
So this is a new one. So we'll see I'll see you at the end, guys. Okay. I should just fire and sing that, or we're gonna play
Well, I
it
think
first.
we're gonna play it.
All right. Let's play it first. Okay.
Ready? And.
Oh, can you marry me, lassie, at the Cackabunny Bazaar? Ye will dare you be, lassie, ye will never repent it. Oh, ye will wear when ye are wed, a turtle and a heel and play, sleep upon a heather bed, say could and say canty. Ye will gang say bra, lassie, to the Cackabunny Bazaar. Little brogues and all, lassie, wow, but you'll be county. Oh, you wee talker is but smart and hungry. Wherefore I'll save my cellar to make you bran your father, he's consented. Oh, get you marry me, lassie, at the Cackabunny Bazaar. Tell the day you do, lassie, ye will never repent it. Oh, we'll have on there's some lassies fair and laddies bra, just like a mother raining on your father, he's consented. Oh, girl, you'll marry me, lassie, at the Cackabunny Bazaar. Tell the day you do, lassie, he will never repent it. I will hunt the otter and the brock, I hunt the hare and heather cock, I'll pull your limpets fair the rock to make your dishes dainty. Can you marry me, lassie, at the Cackabunny Bazaar? Tell the day you do, lassie, ye will never repent it. You're wee talker is but smart and hungry. Wait for a what? What? Can you marry me, lassie, at the Cackabunny Bazaar? Tell the day you do, lassie, here we go, and there the other two.
right.
Good.
That was a debut.
It was.
That was.
Stuffed my.
Actually, what I heard you say was Tucker or something, and I just had to say it back.
Oh, you threw me a little bit. I was like, what did I do wrong?
No, you didn't do anything wrong. It was great. I was actually listening to the words. And I thought, I even don't understand that.
Your wee bit talker is bit sma, but hodden grai will wear for a. Your wee bit talker is a dowry.
Oh, I thought it
I'm,
was something
I'm
else.
laughing because I didn't get a single word of what you're doing.
That's pretty hefty Scots, I have to say. but he does promise to pull limpets off a rock to feed her. Dishes dainty.
Are limpets like snails, kind of like slugs?
No, limpets are like clams, but those
Oh.
limpets, you know.
Oh, they're delicious.
Yeah, they're tasty. You
Is a
put
limpet an
a little
onomatopoeia?
hot sauce on them. Anyway,
Just
Well
gotta
done.
cook them right.
rubbish.
We have a new tune that Bill brought to the band, which we love.
It's really a very old tune, but
Well,
it's new to us.
New to us.
This is a tune from Henry Reed. You might have heard of. He's a musician who he was discovered about 1966 by Alan Jabbar in the early stages of the revival of old time music. And it turns out this fellow was well into his 80s at the time, and he learned most of his music from when he was in his 20s from a man who was old then, who had been a fifer in the War of 1845. So this one man, his music goes back a generation to well before the Civil War. An interesting
Who were they-
repertoire of tunes.
Who were they fighting in 1845?
The Mexicans.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
And I want to make another thank you to Calliope. I see you've got Patricia. I think it's Patricia Tanner, who is the exec director. I think Calliope is there, and I want to thank you so much for doing all the great work to provide a wonderful place in Pittsburgh and the world for different kinds of traditional and contemporary folk music.
Pittsburgh and the
yes,
world.
and the world, yes. Pittsburgh
like
and the
that.
world. I
Gateway
love
to the
that.
world.
Yeah.
We love Pittsburgh, actually.
The
Looking
Three
forward to
Rivers.
coming back. All right, so let's do this.
We played that
Red
festival,
Fox.
the Three Rivers Arts Festival, back.
Yes, we
Back
did
100
many years
years
ago.
ago?
We have a
Yeah.
poster.
So here
somewhere.
comes Red Fox. Ready?
Oh look,
Yep.
Pittsburgh Celtic Festival. Look,
Oh, there it
yeah,
is.
there
Okay.
we go.
Here we
Oh,
go.
look, a butterfly.
1, 2, 3.
Sorry.
Okay. a Carrie polka to me,
Rocks right,
In a
rocks
good way.
Rocks right along.
It is. It's very
All
cool.
right. I think I'm gonna retune for this
Uh-oh.
next
So I'll
song here.
tell you a little bit about this song. Uncle Dave Meakin was an early star of the Grand Ole Opry, and he was from Tennessee, and he had been a wagoner. He was born in 1870, and from 1900 till 1920, he had a 20-mile wagon route that he did every day, and he would just haul freight for people. And then along come the automobile. The Model T came out in 1917, and so by 1920 he was out of business. And so he found out he could make a lot of money playing banjo on the vaudeville circuit. And then when along comes the Grand Ole Opry, and he was a big star. And he wrote a lot of songs, which is interesting because people think that these old timers just played old tunes. No, he wrote a lot of songs, and he wrote topical songs. He wrote songs about the times. We sing one song called "Jordan is a Hard Road to Travel," and a lot of it's about Henry Ford and the roads and how it's going to ruin this country. Let's go back to the horse and the buggy, you know.
We need to do that tonight.
We do?
Yeah, we do.
We do?
Okay.
Wagon yard.
I think later on one of these
Not
we'll
on the
do it.
list.
But
Sorry.
anyway, so
Interrupt your flow.
this is a song that is called "The Wreck of the Tennessee Gravy Train," but I wrote new words to it in a la Uncle Dave because it's a topical song, and it's a song about the divisions we have in our country right now, which are unprecedented, I think, in my lifetime for sure. And so we can't do much about it besides write songs. But it has a chorus if you want to join in. And this is the original chorus from Uncle Dave. It goes, "Now we're up against it, there's no use to raise a row. For all the times we've ever seen, we're sure up against it now. And the only thing that we can do is do the best we can. Follow me, good people, I'm bound for the promised land." Some ways Uncle Dave was like a prophet. I think a prophet of our times, really. Ready? So let's just try the chorus, then we'll sing the song. Ready? 1, 2. Well, now we're up against it, there's no use to raise a row. Of all the times I've ever seen, we're sure up against it now. And the only thing that we can do is do the best we can. Follow me, good people, I'm bound for the promised land. Well, the people of America want to know how could we get so wrong. We used to be together, and now we can't get along. We once were proud that our land was one big melting pot, but we seem to have lost our common ground, and division's all we got. Oh, now we're up against it, there's no use to raise a row. Of all the times I've ever seen, sure up against it now. And the only thing that we can do is do the best we can. Follow me, good people, I'm bound for the promised land. Well, I remember back in '78 when Carter was the prez. We were running out of crude oil, so this is what he says. If we lower our speed to 55, we'll get by, you see. So we took our lead foot off the gas, and the rest is history. Oh, now we're up against it, and the roots to raise a row. Of all the times I've ever seen, sure up against it now. And the only thing that we can do is do the best we can. Follow me, good people, let's play it this time. Ready? Well, if you think the reason that our country's on the rocks is 'cause so many people get their news from Fox, well, if we want to have a chance to change each other's views, we really have to walk a mile in each other's shoes. And now we're up against it, there's no use to raise a row. Of all the times I've ever seen, we're sure up against it now. And the only thing that we can do is do the best we can. Follow me, good people, I'm bound for the promised land. Remember, it was Lincoln who said these words to all. United we will stand, divided we will fall. So if you love our country and want to make it last, stop all hate and prejudice and leave it in the past. Oh, now we're up against it, there's no use to raise a row. Of all the times I've ever seen, we're up against it now. And the only thing that we can do is do the best we can. Follow me, good people, I'm bound for the promised land.
Hot dog.
Thank you.
That was interesting, Jen.
Totally love that. Oh man, that's
Well,
exactly the sentiment we need.
Well,
Thank
go,
you,
go
Bill.
listen up. It's a great. He was a great songwriter and he made great melodies. And go check out the. It's called The Wreck of the Tennessee Gravy Train. Of course, it's Uncle Dave had a lot of style. He was a very lively, entertaining person. I mean, he didn't sit still when he played. He'd flip his banjo around to do all this wild stuff. He was great. But no, that's a great song for.
Well, we're in the key of D, and we have a tune written down here that we were going to play. But if anybody had a D tune request, and we know it, we could play it. But we have another good tune that we could play. But
Well,
we thought we'd throw out the request line. What do you think?
Well, yes, that's our, if anybody, we're in the key of D, so if anybody has a D tune they'd really like to hear tonight.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
I totally trust your judgment.
What do you say?
I totally trust your judgment.
Okay, well then, too bad for you.
Kind of what happened at our jam today. We asked people to request tunes. But...
let's just play the Mississippi.
Okay,
Song.
we're gonna play Mississippi Sir, man. I got a ribbon for this at Galax a few years ago.
This is actually a simple tune, but it's an incredible tune. It shows you what great old time music really
We're
is.
gonna rip this one, right?
We're gonna really kill it.
You ready, Alan?
Yep.
D.
I hope so.
Good one. Go ahead. Try dancing to that.
Yeah, man.
Ah,
All right. Oh yeah.
Now we're gonna play a little twin fiddle.
All right. This is a. I think my mom would request this if she was here. in person. I know she was here a second
here.
ago. Is she still there somewhere?
She's here. She just put the thing on.
Oh, she okay. This is
I'm here.
Oh yeah, hi mom.
Oh, thank goodness.
Hi.
Hi mom. So my mom is up in Connecticut. I'm gonna get to go see her and my dad at the end of next week. I'm really excited. And mom is sort of, I'd say, well, my dad had something to do with it, but mom is sort of was the wellspring for all the folk music that me and my sister Susie and my twin brother John and my brother Larry all play and played and still play. And
That's a whole lot to be thankful for, Naomi. Thank you.
yeah, it certainly is. And
Thanks.
and this is a tune that I made up a few years ago. I guess about 6 years ago, because the little baby is now 6 years old, and
Not so little anymore.
our friend Cameron DeWitt, who's from Portland, Oregon. We were visiting him in Philadelphia, and the little baby. Some of you heard the story, but the little baby looked at me with the big eyes, and then the eyes shut like this, and he was asleep. And this tune showed up, and Alan got the phone recording on before I finished the first A, and then I played the B, and it was done. It was it.
Pretty much.
So we were delighted when we found out that Bill was really a great fiddler too. So we're gonna double fiddle on this little tune here called Theo's Waltz. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Let's see the cat.
Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful.
That's a good one.
That was
Nice
pretty.
waltz, Janie.
Thank you. That was sound
Beautiful.
good playing with you. I could hear Julie playing the flute along. Yeah.
Nice to see people playing
His
along.
name's not Theo, but you were putting him to sleep too.
Yeah, the cat. It's like, what's going on?
Everybody's asleep now.
Well, I think we have a few more left.
Beautiful.
We have time for a couple more, I think.
Sure.
Let's see. You want to do?
Would you want to do the other Uncle Dave song?
Yeah, let's do the other Uncle Dave
Yeah,
song,
we'll do-
and
we're
then
gonna
we'll
do-
finish off with 14.
With
Finish off with
14?
number 14,
Okay.
but
Okay.
we'll do the other.
All right. Well, I gotta
Does
go.
that sound good?
Yeah, I gotta
What
go.
key is it in?
Other key. A.
A. Do I guess I need to go into A too. Maybe, yeah.
I'll tell you a little bit more about this song. This is an old gospel song that Uncle Dave took and made up his own version of. It's called Jordan is a Hard Road to Travel. And the chorus goes, pull off your overcoat and roll up your sleeve. Jordan is a hard road to travel. Pull off your overcoat and roll up your sleeve. Jordan is a hard road to travel, I believe.
Pull off, roll up. No, wait.
Pull off your overcoat, roll up your
yeah.
sleeve.
Pull off, roll
Yeah.
up.
Make sure you get the order right.
Yep.
Now, we know the song's pretty old because during the Civil War, there was a parody made of this song, which is called Richmond is a Hard Road to Travel. But like I said, Uncle Dave used this song to make a statement about what he thought about modern things like automobiles and new highways, and he takes a few digs at evangelists too along the way. So pay attention. Okay?
So when Dave Macon, when he stood at the side of the stage at the Grand Ole Opry and watched Errol Scruggs amaze every banjo player on the planet, he turned to somebody and said, "That guy's not a bit funny."
Boy, he could play though.
But he could play. That's a true story.
That's one of the reasons why I married you, Alan. Your sense of humor. That's, all right.
Should I tell him the joke about the man who thought he was a dog?
It's a really pretty song. I love the melody of the song.
Okay,
I've always
no,
loved this song,
Another time.
especially when it's in tune. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and. Well, I'm gonna sing you a brand new song. It's all the truth for certain. We can get by, we can live high, landed on the other side of Jordan. So pull off your overcoat, roll up your sleeve. Jordan is a hard road to travel. Pull off your overcoat, roll up your sleeve. Jordan is a hard road to travel, I believe. Well, I don't know, but I've been told that the auto ruined this country. Let's go back to the horse and the buggy and try to save a little bit of money. So pull off your overcoat, roll up your sleeve. Jordan is a hard road to travel. Pull off your overcoat, roll up your sleeve. Jordan is a hard road to travel, I believe. Well, public schools and the new highways cause quite an alarm. Get a country boy educated just a little and he ain't gonna stay on the farm. So pull off your overcoat, roll up your sleeve. Jordan is a hard road to travel. Pull off your overcoat, roll up your sleeve. Jordan is a hard road to travel, I believe. Well, I know a man, an evangelist, his tabernacle's always full. People come from miles around just to hear him shoot the bull. So pull off your overcoat, roll up your sleeve. Jordan is a hard road to travel. Pull off your overcoat, roll up your sleeve. Jordan is a hard road to travel, I believe. Talk about your evangelist. Talk about Henry Ford too. Old Henry's shaking more hell out of folks than all the evangelists do. So pull off your overcoat, roll up your sleeve. Jordan is a hard road to travel. Pull off your overcoat, roll up your sleeve. Jordan is a hard road to travel, I believe. One more verse. Well, it rained 40 days and it rained 40 nights and it rained on the Allegheny Mountain. It rained 40 horses and a dumber liquor mule and they landed on the other side of Jordan. Pull off your overcoat, roll up your sleeve. Jordan is a hard road to travel. Pull off your overcoat, roll up your sleeve. Jordan is a hard road to travel. Pull off your overcoat, roll up your sleeve. Jordan is a hard road to travel. Pull off your overcoat, roll up your sleeve. Jordan is a hard road to travel, I believe. Yeah,
Nice
that's.
one.
Woo!
You know, I always think that's the end.
I know.
And I know
I'm
it's
learning.
not.
I'm learning.
And then I always think it is. And then, thank you. Thank you, Bill. That's a sign of a good bandmate. He just reads my, he says, I know she thinks this is the last verse.
Don't
Well, I think
panic.
we'll finish off with, should we finish off
Let's
with?
play a tune.
Let's play a tune. How about, I'm an A. Something,
In A.
yeah, I think I'm an A. I'm an A. Were you just playing an A?
I
Yeah.
can't remember, Jane.
Who's
You
keeping
guys are fantastic.
Thank you.
Woohoo!
We're still working on our dance routines, but we haven't got that up yet.
Yeah.
Choreography needs a little work.
And we have to
Okay.
figure out how to film ourselves while we're standing up.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think we'll finish off this wonderful day of music. And again, thank you so much, everybody who came to
Yeah.
our workshops. If you didn't come to the workshops, you can find out more about what's going on by going to janierothfield.com or go to clybehouse.org. They've got all sorts of stuff else going on there, and we're all available for teaching. We'll probably be doing another mini one-day fest. I think we'll probably plan another one at some point. We are going to be doing featured on a pre-recorded concert for the Percy Coffee House, which is up in Pennsylvania, and that'll be online. So if you do get a chance to see anything about it on Facebook or get on my newsletter, I'll have all the information for you, so you can figure out how to find that. And we've got all sorts of other things coming up
All
that I
sorts
can't
of
think of
things.
right now, but we're just happy to be done with our day.
How about chicken hunting?
Chicken and
No,
hunting.
it was work. It was tiring, but really fun.
It was really, really fun.
A lot of
yeah.
fun today. It was a great
Yeah.
day. Thank you, Calliope House.
Yeah.
Really super day
Still,
all
you know,
around.
Julie and
Enjoyed all the people who
Terry,
came to the workshops. We had
and
a
Laura
swell
and
time.
everybody.
And we're wrestling with this technology until we can get the world turns upside down again.
Well,
And
we
get back out in the
we had people from east, west, north, and south, and even over from the UK
And
today.
it-
So that was awesome. And Italy.
Italy, yeah, Luca.
So
Luca
that
from
was
Italy.
that was really cool, really fun. Okay, so we're gonna do chicken bit hunting. You've played this a bunch of times.
It's a squirrely tune.
It's slightly squirrely, but it's just one of my favorite A tunes. And thank you again. Thanks, Mom. So
Thanks for
glad
coming,
you
Mom.
came.
Okay, what key is this in?
A.
Hey,
Hey.
this is a real joyous song.
How about if Bill and I start it?
Yeah, I'll jump in.
everybody.
Oh, that's fun.
Take a little bow.
Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you guys. You can unmute if you're on our Zoom.
Yeah, join the party.
I'm gonna go ahead. And
Awesome.
thank you. Out there in Facebook land, thank you there.
Love you guys.
Thanks for everything, you guys.
I'm gonna close down the
Nice
live
long
stream.
day.
Thanks for this whole day of work. It was